paper snob. This is Tara. Today I am working on this week's Scraplift Crafternoon. We are scrap lifting Scrappy Soulmate over on Instagram. I will have her information down below for you to check out her Instagram channel. Please give Claire some love. This is a gorgeous layout. I'll pop it up over there in the corner for you. I love, love, love this layout so much. I will be using, I believe this is the September Hip Kit Club kit. I will also be pulling in a piece of white cardstock. I have not done that just yet, but I wanted to pull out the things that I know I'm going to be using or think I'm going to be using. These are my photos, pictures of my husband and I getting ready to leave for church one morning, and I love the purple in this kit so much. I would love to have a second piece of that pattern paper because I just know I'm going to use it all up and be sad. No worries. I have lots of pattern paper. I should get over it. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pause this video and I will make some cuts. I'm going to do the mixed media. When I come back, I will have sped this video up so that you don't have to watch things in slow motion, and we'll get this layout put together. I'll be right back. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this Distress ink in Villainous Purple. Villainous, is that right? I think that's right. I'm going to add a few drops of water to where I smushed it out onto my glass mat, and I'm going to cut a piece of packaging down, and I'm going to use that to transfer the ink over onto my white cardstock. This cardstock is from Joann's. It's one of their thicker white cardstocks. I adore this white cardstock, and if you get a chance, you should grab yourself some. It does hold media very, very well, considering it is just plain cardstock. And I usually pay around $5 for a pack of 40 for this cardstock, so that makes it really easy to use. Once I get all of the ink transferred over to my white cardstock, I let it dry overnight, and now I'm going to begin working on the rest of the background. So some of the things that I saw on this layout that perhaps maybe didn't catch your eye just right away was, well, one, you saw that I tore the bottom of my cardstock, my white cardstock, and I'm going to pop a piece of pattern paper behind that cardstock. Originally, I was just going to try to cut down a piece and not waste the ends that you don't see, but I just decided for easiness that I would just put the whole piece back there. It does help weigh down the white cardstock a little bit, and now I am going to be rolling those edges up very similar in the way that Claire's edges are rolled up on hers. The other things that I saw on this layout, she has 3 photos of her dog. They're in black and white, which really causes them to stand out wonderfully. My photos are not black and white, and I chose 3 photos, but I did not cut them down to 2 by 2, and I did not double mat them because instead I chose to only use 2 of the photos rather than 3 because I was going to run out of room if I didn't trim them down. So what I did is I just chose the 2 that I like the best, and I matted them both on some white cardstock. So what you see me doing here is I am taking the edges of this piece of pattern paper and I'm rolling them up much like I did along the bottom. And now I'm kind of measuring out the purple pattern piece, and I tore off the edge of that side, and I'm going to tear off the top and the bottom edges. At first I thought I might bring in my tearing ruler, and I could not get a hold of that edge well enough to tear, so I gave up and set it aside, and I just tear it by hand. Now, one of the things that you will notice with me is when I tear pattern paper, I don't like the thicker white core showing, so I will actually tear that off as well so that it's not so thick, and that's just a personal preference. There's no wrong or right way to tear paper, at least not in my opinion, and so I'm just tearing off a very slim edge of this purple pattern paper so that we have the lovely torn edges that are on the original layout. Now, of course, as I build this background, I also want to point out that there are 2 large ephemera clusters on this layout and a title. Now, she doesn't have any journaling on her layout, and you know me, I like to make sure that I build a place for journaling into my layout, and I will do that here with one of the label stickers that came in this kit. But first, I want to go ahead and get all of the background put together. Her photos, of course, are in a straight line down her background, and I am choosing to make mine go on there a little bit wonky. And one of the reasons I'm doing that is because of space, and the other reason is I like it. What can I say? This is one of my ways to make the layout my own. So I'm just kind of digging through the ephemera from this kit, and I'm placing bits and pieces where I think they're going to end up, and just giving myself places to build these embellishment clusters. I will come in, of course, and I will adhere them down with some fun foam or other types of foam adhesive, just so that I have these beautiful layers on the layout, kind of like hers. I don't like perfectly flat layouts typically, and the fun foam gives me some depth and texture without making it too incredibly bulky. Now, I have not decided what I was going to call this layout at the beginning. I knew that I wanted to use one of those phrase stickers, and as I was looking, I'm like, I'm just going to use hello. This is a very simple set of photos. We were on our way to church. I thought I looked cute. I thought my husband looked cute, so I demanded a selfie. That's just how I roll. And of course, I put the foam squares on the back of that title piece. It is a sticker. I could have placed it on there flat, but I'm not going to do that. I'm pulling off a phrase from the sticker sheet. It says dressed for success, and it's going to land on the left hand side of my photo. And I know that my embellishments are currently covering my face. When I go to glue things down, that will not be a problem. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one of these journaling labels. These are great journaling labels. I will say that the numbers are not my favorite, and I'm going to cut out the 6 from this little green label, and then I will tuck the label underneath my right hand photo, and then once I get everything glued down, I will go ahead and journal on it, and I'm pretty pleased with where things have landed now. Right, I got my layout complete. I am really thrilled with the colors of this beautiful Hip Kit Club kit. This is the September kit. Love the shade of purples. I just feel like there is not enough purple in the scrapbooking world. I think that a lot of the designers have been trying to get more purple into product, because I noticed that Chamel has some in her newest collection, Main Character, and there was some in this kit. And I've seen some elsewhere. So that is awesome that we're getting to see more purple. I don't know why. It's a color that it hasn't been prevalent, because it's a gorgeous color. Anyway, make sure you check that description box below my video so that you can check out the playlist for this hop, as well as each lady's channels plus Instagram accounts are also linked down there. And of course, the original creator, Claire, is also listed below, and we'd love it if you would leave her some love on her Instagram account. Thank you so much for coming to my channel today. I really appreciate those of you who take the time to like, comment, and or subscribe to my channel. If you're not a subscriber, I would absolutely love for you to subscribe. You can click the button below, and there's also a bell that will have YouTube notify you when I put out new content. My goal is 2 to 4 videos per week for the month of December. Since it's a busy holiday month, I'm averaging about 2. And I hope that I have done enough in this video to gain another subscriber. You guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.